We working? Hold on. There we are. I think that's working. Let me make sure my camera's clean. There we go. That's a bit better. Hello. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Setup is not as nice as it's been. This whole week has been insane. We're here, though. We are talking toys. I want to make sure everything is working in order. A very chaotic time, as it is. It is the holiday season, Christmas season, whatever you want to call it. We vibe with it, and sorry if my beard is kind of like doing that. I'll try to be better about not bumping my mic. It has been chaos. It has been stuff going on. I overslept this morning, got late for work, so morning started off a little rough, but then still working tomorrow anyways, because they were insane people who do shit there. I don't know. I shouldn't be cursing within like 2 minutes. Okay. Well, within 10 minutes, I always like doing that. But we're here. I'm Justin, the Zilla, as y'all know, who watch this on the regular, maybe, or y'all who just are getting to know. Of course, I review figures and unbox figures here live on the channel. And also do little shorts, little videos once in a while if I got the time, which is usually kind of rare now, but we are here. We are doing our thing. Might do a little bit of unboxing, maybe debating. This is mainly just hanging out, me being here, doing one last live stream for y'all, because it's like, because by the time like the next live stream it'll be next year. So something to think about, something to look forward to. Still planning on maybe doing a couple videos, maybe at least one before the new year. Make sure y'all have some content to watch and make sure I'm actually uploading stuff here. We'll see how it goes. But, you know, but we're here. We are doing our thing, talking toys, doing nonsense. I guess you can tell some figures are off the wall, nothing added. Of course, just been busy doing stuff. Just don't have time. So, you know, just one of them things. But we are here to talk, as you can see in the title, our top 10 figures of 2025. Now, and I do want to say a caveat. I don't think everything that is on my main list is from 2025. It's mainly figures that I've gotten here in 2025. I've gone through the whole catalog of what we've opened and what I've bought this year, and a lot of it I do actually have laid out. So we are going to go over like the main, like the purchases of this year, and I did kind of like try to stick to what actually came out this year as much as I could. I think mainly I have. It's mainly like on the actual like the figure list. It's like some things I guess are kind of considered 2024, kind of late 2024, or even kind of like mid 2024, or even like later. But I tried to stick with 2025 only releases, ones that either were on pre-order either before or just came out or I got. So there's that. But I do this week, as everything, we do have a weekly pickup. Looking here, let me get adjusted, and we do have a couple things to look at. I do have a third thing that's still coming in. Might do a short little video on that. That might be fun, but we'll see how it goes. But I will show off first the first two things I got, and okay, we'll just go for it. So first one I got these off of AliExpress because they had a pretty good like a Black Friday deal. So I was like, you know what? I'll get a few figures. They'll get here hopefully before Christmas time. I still got the one that isn't here yet. I might just reveal it. I might just say it in a second. But first, we'll look at these first two. So first one is the CT Toys Gambit figure, where this is their own version of the figure. As you can see, of course, doesn't have any of the actual logos there on the front. Has the little kind of like the box set up there, but finally got this Gambit. I was seeing online that the CT Toys is still pretty good, even compared to the official Mafex. And also, a big thing with this too is actually the size, that the size is actually kind of 1-to-1. So they actually made sure, like, I guess in their little factories or whatever, to actually scale these up. And so I'm excited for this. It'll be cool to have a new Gambit on the shelf, because the one I have is just it's just the retro carded the Marvel Legends one. I don't have the animated series or even any of like they did like that 3-pack where they were all in the yellow and blue. I don't have that figure either, even though I love that head sculpt. But this one, I'm like, okay, might as well. I've been waiting. Yeah, I've been debating on getting them or not, but finally pulled the trigger. Can't wait. So expect this probably sometime in the future. Maybe it might be our next stream. I don't know. We'll see. But cool little figure, looking awesome. And I'll just put him on the table, because I got nothing on the table right now, because we'll be yapping for a minute. And then the next thing was the what is it? Yeah, what are they called? I forget what this company is called. Kami 1-02A figure, the Muay Thai fighter, where this is actually their Gogeta, as you say, and their little roof. So this is like the additional kind of thing. Open up there, so where you get all the heads and different accessories, and this one is just your basic kind of body and kind of parts there that go with this figure, but he has the weird extra head. But I've heard nothing but good things. Shout out to what's his name? I feel bad. I know his name is Ace. Animated Heroes. Shout out to him, because he did a review, and I was like, oh, might be a reason to finally get this, because I've needed a Gogeta. I love Gogeta. I love me that old, like that Dragon Ball stuff there that goes on. So really exciting to finally have something like this. Yeah, to have something different, and then have something, it's like something new, is like, but something familiar as well. Because I grew up with the Gogeta movie as a kid, and I fucking love that movie. I was so into it. I was kind of like, oh, it's like Vegeta and Goku fusing to fight what's his name? Janemba. Fucking badass. It's like the coolest, like, kind of like anime thing I've ever saw, really, to that point as a child. It was like my introduction, like, to Dragon Ball, like, full on. And then also like the fighting games, because my childhood friends, my neighborhood friends as a kid had that shit. So I'm like, yeah, this is what I need. So something else that's technically off-brand, but still pretty good. And then the third thing I got, which isn't here yet, I could go check real quick. I shall be right back, because it's gonna annoy me if I don't know what it is. I'll be back. Okay. And so then it's like, I will just say real quick, the third figure, that is coming, hopefully before Christmas. I think they said it's like It's like it would be hopefully sometime before Christmas. I'm hoping because I know I'll get it's like because I'll be out of town after Christmas, so I will have a mail hold. So I'm like, please get here is is also a CT Toys figure, but it is the Daredevil because I was like, okay, it's like I did think about getting the actual like the Mafex one like for a while, but wasn't sure. And I was like, not, I just wasn't into it really. But I'm like, it's like, well, it's like I already plan on getting the Gambit and getting yeah, the Gogeta. So I was like, you know what? Throw Daredevil in there. He was for a good price. I think it was for like 18 bucks. So I was like, screw it. Get him. It might not be my favorite. It might not be the one that I've wanted, you know, when it comes to like to Daredevil. Because me specifically, I do like I do like yeah, I do prefer I think the more yeah, the Marvel Legends um style of how they do Daredevil and how they do his body type and his way of looking. Um but there hasn't been really like a perfect one there. It's like of course they did that 3-pack one and that one was pretty good. It's like with the yeah with the all like the same red on there. It's like and he looked great. But you know, was stuck in that 3-pack with Bullseye and it's like well the White Electra was great, but you know, it's like but it's like and then I don't think it's like I think they did like one more release of that new Daredevil in Marvel Legends. I can't remember if they did one. Oh yeah, because they also did one that went with the Spider-Man the animated series one, so where he had like yeah, where he had yeah, where he came like with the all water like a Hydro Man, and he had like all like that cell shading on it, and he looked great. I actually like that look for that figure a lot, but I was just like, it's like I was just like it's like especially like for that time I was kind of down on money. Don't really want to be spending too much. Don't want to be getting, you know, too hot. Yeah, with spending right now. It's like I was kind of like I was trying to like cut back a bit still, especially during that time. But it's like I kind of regret not getting that. It's like because yeah, because I also do like the thought yeah like of that Hydro Man being like fully waterized, and he looked great too. I didn't mind it. So I was like, man, I should have gotten that, but maybe something in the future. Maybe they'll do a re-release. Probably not, because it's Hasbro. It's corporations. They always like, all right, we made this thing, we're done. Get rid of it. We don't want it anymore. Even though it was kind of hard to get. A bit. Until like it wasn't, but then it still kind of is now. And then they haven't really put out a regular Daredevil release since, at least not any single ones. Well, it's like they do have the new the comic book wave Daredevil where he's in the all black, and that looks cool. So I'm debating on getting that one. I'm just not really familiar. It's like it's basically just reminds me like of the Netflix show one there, but he looks great. So I'm like, maybe this will be like a way to get to a regular Daredevil. And apparently, yeah, and apparently I guess that is on like a leak list somewhere, somehow. I can't remember. I think it's rumored to be like a Secret Wars, so that makes sense because they also revealed, it's like, oh, well, they tease that they're gonna also, I think, do a Falcon on like on their latest like their Legend stream, so makes sense. Why is my hoodie all fucked up, bro? Get down there. Okay. I look a little more natural as I can look, being all disheveled. At least the beard's a little, I did trim down the beard a bit. Hopefully it looks decent. I'm gonna keep rambling, y'all. I do not. This is my show. I'll do what I want. I love this show. I love doing this. I love just yapping to this camera and seeing what y'all think. Even if, yeah, like, even if, yeah, but even if a lot of y'all don't really, you know, engage that much. It's like, I appreciate you watching and taking the time out of your day to see me just ramble all night long for hours on end, maybe an hour or 2 or 3 or nearly 4 in some cases. Like, what the hell? What's wrong with me? But yeah, so look forward to those. But yeah, so it's like so getting the CT toys, the Daredevil is definitely coming soon. So probably gonna be doing him. He might be our first for the year, just to do something. I don't know. I'll have to see. Because I'll also have to see, it's like, what's happening with Christmas, and then January is birthday time, at least for me. It's like, and I'll have like a pre-birthday stream, because because my birthday is gonna be on a Saturday, next month. So look forward. That might be something. I have no idea. But yeah, that's really it. Yeah, no other pickups. Just stuff. It's just here. So yeah, I guess we'll get into. I do wanna. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple things. Grab a couple more figures, because I do want to first show off before we get into the actual, like, my top 10 figures of the year. I do kind of want to show off and talk about some figures I actually did pick up and ones that I actually did get this year. It's like not all of them I did get this year. It's like ones that I do have. It's like either, I don't know if they came out this year, or ones it's like that did. I'm just not really too interested in. Might not show up, but I'm gonna grab up a few more things, and we're just gonna yap. We're just gonna talk about stuff. So I'm gonna mute this and close it. And close this again, and we shall be back. How do I do this? We are back. I don't know if you heard me or not. I assume not, because I assume I muted this. But yeah, so got kind of majority of what I got this year. Not everything, of course, because I bought a whole lot and opened a whole lot for y'all to see. I feel like my camera's dirty. It looks so freaking like not how I want it. Hold up. Number 2. That's a bit better. I think it's just because of the lighting. Because I got my 2 freaking lights here and everything. That's a bit better. I think it's because my camera's still messed up, but it looks better now. All right. But I guess we'll just go ahead. Kind of just want to just show off what I have still in box, and these are all, potential for what is to be streamed next year, or even years to come, or whenever, or I'll just open them. I mean, that goes like for anything like here, like that's here on this wall, because I got like ideas and plans for how I would open stuff. Because how you can see, I got the Usagi Jimbo from NECA. I got that off of AliExpress as well. Sometime like last year, I think it was, because I knew that there was a thing that they're going to be doing the retro version of Playmates, I think next year. So yeah, so expect that. Got the Sinja things, like it's like those are like cool, but it's like yeah, I don't really have a space yet when it comes like to the Last Ronin stuff, but I like the figures, so they're fine for now. Got the 4 movie turtles. What is it? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. So I got the 4 there, and also Splinter, and then have the what is it? Yeah, the Adventures, like of the Turtles. Yeah, the Mondo Gecko. That's Spider-Man. I think he's been there. I can't remember if I got him last year. I think he was last year. But he's been there. Probably never going to open because I have the Mafex, so I'm fine with it. And then did get the yeah, finally got yeah, this Black Series Clone Wars Obi-Wan inbox. Also had the Anakin, but he's loose, but finally got him. He's great. And then the Ultimate, I think it is, oh wait, no, it's the remastered 1988 Donatello. Cool little figure, but I got the box set, and I will say, I do like these little guys. They do feel pretty cool, but they didn't make the top 10, if I'll be honest. But they're great. They're still really cool. Also should have gotten out one of these. Hold up, I'm going to grab something real quick, because I keep forgetting that I got to also do this as well. And I also have to get this figure out, because I didn't get him out. Now, I don't know. Well, he's technically 2024 anyways, but bro, we'll get him, because we opened him. Because I think that this was the first set that I opened in 2025, I believe, because I had it for a while, because I was like, okay, I'm picking it up. But one of my favorite figures, just to get it out there, is the TMNT Stump Wrestling Turtles, specifically Raphael in the all black. I think this is technically last year's release, but it was one that I opened and one that I saw reviews for and unboxings and other things for. But he feels great. He looks great. I love this figure so much. Very much of a fun figure, but technically not really in the running. But still, badass freaking figure, bro. Alrighty. And then I guess we're just gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna grab the first thing. I'm just gonna go down the line of what I have sitting here. So first, do want to show off, I did get the Mirage April O'Neil. I believe, I don't know if this was a Target exclusive or if this was, I think this was a Target exclusive. But a cool little figure, has the little Utrom there. April version 2 specifically, but this is, I think, more accurate to like her first appearance, or maybe even like a later on, so where she doesn't have the jumpsuit in there, but you know, like, but she looks great. Looks really cool. Can't wait to open her at some point to have a Mirage April to go with the Casey, and that'll make sense. It'll look good on the display, so she'll fit in at some point. And then next, for something that I know did come out this year and something I picked up, and specifically 2 of, is the G.I. Joe Classified, the Legacy Collection Search and Rescue Firefighter figure, as you can see. How about I get this light a little closer so I can I freaking, hold on. Am I able to get this? Hopefully nothing screws everything over, but I'm trying to see if I can get more lighting. There it is. I think it's a little better. A bit brighter. There we go. I think you can see that a lot better there. Yeah. So pretty cool figure. Really nice. Definitely gonna open him up at some point soon. Probably gonna do a live stream. I mean, it will make sense. More G.I. Joes. Gotta do them. They're pretty sick, so pretty nice. Also forgot I gotta grab another Joe for my top 10. What? I don't know if he'll be in that, yeah, like in the actual top 10. It's like, because it's kind of more, it's more of like a top 15 or whatever, or like top 12, 14, 15, whatever. But you know, great looking figure. Gotta get at least 2 of the police officers that are like a part of this little thing there. So pretty cool. And then one is like, I don't think came out this year. Technically, I think came out a year or 2 ago. What is this? 2024? Okay. But did finally pick up the Marvel Legends Death's Head figure. And I think I've shown all these off, but just to, reiterate. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Nice little figure there. It's so annoying me that this lighting isn't like dead on perfect. It kind of annoys me that it's like, oh, it's not perfect, but light bar, get under there. That looks awful. Get out of here. Just be to the side like how you are. But there he is. Looking pretty cool. Looking nice. Looking sick. Can't wait to open this. This will definitely be something to open on a stream. Might even be... Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to be saying that like for every figure that I haven't opened. But this one actually feels special. It's like this one has some weight. I love the packaging on this, how this is, I guess, based off of like these old, kind of like cards, from back in the day. I'm not familiar with them. Main thing, I guess, when it comes to like learning like stats and stuff about like any kind of like Marvel stuff is probably like a couple of these little like these handbooks that were there, kind of like early 2000s, like very kind of like crazy realistic art, very exaggerated, but very cool, very awesome. I need to track those down. It's like, because I had a Spider-Man one, and I also had, I think, one of the Avengers ones, because those are really cool. So very nice. And and I know I have them in my house somewhere. They're just in storage, probably piled on. So one day I'm going to find those. So, and we'll talk about it. So, yeah. The next thing, another thing I think I got at Rocket Comics, and a figure I know for sure did not come out in 2025, another 2024 figure that I finally got my hands on was Whiplash from the Retro Iron Man wave, and is also my first figure from this Retro Iron Man wave. I don't have the She-Hulk, which was the main one, but I might kind of wait on her until they do like a full like classic She-Hulk look, like a She-Hulk look there at some point. But Whiplashes, he's pretty cool. He's weird, he's wacky, but he's cool. And it's good to have more of like Iron Man, Iron Man villains, and to kind of like, it's like, and I do love all these classic weirdo kind of villains with these very specific designs and looks. It's very comic book like. Check here, what's going on, chat and thing. Okay. And then next, one, I think this is a 2025 release. This does feel newer. Yes, this was 2025. The retro carded Kane, a figure I have been waiting forever for Hasbro to do. This has been on my list for years. It's like I think this, I think it is literally ever since they did their first one, where he was like later on, and he was the Scarlet Spider and had like the little like the had the little like the spikes that came out of like his wrist. Yeah, which is weird. But this version of Kaine, this is what I've been waiting for. This is the one I've been needing to put on my Spider-Man shelf finally, because I just love that whole design of Kaine. It's so ridiculous. But, you know, it's just so nostalgic and just so weird. It's just so weird, but it looks so good. I love it. And I definitely need to pick up a few more figures of this wave. Definitely need to get Chameleon. I mean, I will say, it's like Chameleon, he's on the Christmas list. I haven't like pulled the trigger on him because I've been like, because yeah, because he's been on shelves and he's just been sitting there and they haven't dropped the price, and I'm just like, guys, just do it. I'll buy it. Just bring down the price just a little bit more. You only got like 2 more on that. Yeah, but on that shelf. And I'll be doing a stream of Kaine and of Chameleon whenever that happens. And then yeah, Electro, yeah, the Francine Fry. She's cool. It's a cool design. Just not my go-to. It's like I'll pick it up one day, but it's not needed. Spider-Boy, he's all right. Don't really care for him too much. I don't really know anything about him, so it's all right. And then it's like the Agent Venom. Maybe I was thinking about getting him as well, because I don't really. It's like it would be nice to get an updated like an Agent Venom, but it's like I know that this guy is kind of like, he's not really that great articulation wise, but it's fine. And then the Spider-Man like Unlimited is like I might want him more painted up more differently. Or add like the actual like the shadows, but I'd be terrified to do it because it's like because I got shaky hands and I'm not really that much of an artist, at least yeah, when it comes to the painting and drawing sense. But you know, but yeah, it's like, but yeah, but it'll be like something. But definitely need to get Chameleon, and then it'll probably be Electro, and then Agent Venom and Spider-Man Unlimited. So just some things to pick from, but they look pretty cool, and this Kaine looks wonderful. Can't wait to open it. The next, we shall go with yeah, with my She-Hulk from the Retro Fantastic Four wave, who looks fucking amazing. I mean, yeah, with the separate head sculpts and with yeah, and with the dumbbells, and I think she does have other hands or other accessories that are just like hidden under here. Yes. Okay. Yeah, she does have like some other hands that are like back there behind her image, but she looks fucking fantastic, if I might say. And she just looks so cool. I love the look of this packaging, the look of this figure. It just works so well. I just gotta kind of have to wait to fit stuff, because right now I'm kind of out of space. So it's like, and she looks so good on the wall. I've been like, ugh. And yeah, and then of course you have the full like invisible woman. So yeah, just something to look forward to. Also, do want to mention I am going to open that Scarlet Witch at some point, and also all those Mirage Turtle stuff. We'll have another month. Like of just turtles, because I got so much shit. I mean, okay. Yeah, we'll save it till last, but it's like, but really like the Grail, it's just been sitting here in the room in the box, because I haven't really found a way to do anything with it, but it's like the thing of the year, if I might say so. I think it was actually last year. Probably, I can't remember. But, next. Oh yeah. But She-Hulk, expect that. Might be her and Sue at some point, but she looks fucking amazing. Need me a classic with her. Oh, I also do like the fact, okay, it is kind of weird. Okay, I will say on the back, yeah, that her like her regular face image, like the head sculpt is like she's kind of like kind of like more stern face there. But then, as you can see here, she has the big smiling face, which I think is more accurate for her. For I think what her name is, Jen. I think that's her name, or whatever. But you know, what did it say when the thing? Yeah, but She-Hulk. Yeah, but She-Hulk looks incredible. Looks fantastic, amazing, spectacular. In awe of this figure and of the packaging, just how well just this retro card works. And I love me my retro cards. As y'all can see, I mean, that's like half of what we're doing. So then next, a figure I think that is this year. Makes sense. It is, I think it is blocked. But this is, yes, a 2025 figure. And of course, the only one of the comic wave, that I have so far, which is Rom. Rom is just a unique dude, another weird comic book guy that I'm not familiar with. But you know what? Golden Age, weird, or like Silver Age shit. It's so cool. Just based on what everyone else was like saying like about this figure, it's a wonderful figure. So can't wait to open him up. And gonna definitely do a pairing of probably either him and Adam Warlock or Daken or Banshee. The Ultimate Miles and Ultimate Iron Man, I'm not really into Miles. It's just with the legs. It's just with the hips. He just looks, it's just too much. And then with the Ultimate Iron Man, it's a good design. I just don't really care for it that much. So, but definitely need the Adam Warlock. Definitely need. And then Daken to kind of like go along with the rest of the Dark Avengers. Definitely needed. And then, of course, Banshee for the X-Men there. So it's kind of like a zigzag. It's kind of like a forward turn forward. So expect those hopefully at some point. But Banshee, of course I got Rom. But who would be probably next? Probably Adam Warlock. Well, probably Daken. I think that Daken is probably like the most kind of like hard to find figure now. I saw him like once and I was like, I'll kind of wait because money. But it's just like, okay. Like I haven't seen him since. And and even the same with Rom. I think I saw him like once or twice before getting this, but I was like, you know what? Get him. He's here. He looks great. I'm not gonna wait. It's like, and I know it's like the whole gimmick of the comic books. That's not everyone's, and it's not specifically my really need, but it's like I get what they're going for. This kind of feels like early Hasbro kind of thing, and I don't know if a lot of people like that, but it's like I like the little design. I like the car that they're doing here, so I understand what they're doing, even though it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's understandable entirely. Because it's like, well, why up the price when you're only really including a separate thing? But this is like all new sculpt here, and it looks great. So, what can I say? I'll buy the shit if I want to. And then another figure, which is a 2025, is the X-Men. 97. I think this is technically Wave 2, but Emma Frost just needed an update. Gonna get to it at some point. I don't know if I'll do a review or something, but probably it's like, I'll probably get the Cable, if anything else, besides just her or the Logan, because the Logan looks good. Jubilee, it's not her full classic uniform, so I'm like, I'll just wait. And then with Morph, I'm not really too impressed. And then Sunspot, not really my favorite kind of design or character as a whole, so I'm like, I'll wait. Maybe the Cable, most likely, because I saw Cable a couple times and kind of passed on him. Kind of regret a bit, but I don't know. It's just like I like that old the more like the Rob like the Liefeld version, but but this one I think it's still gonna work well. So, but yeah, and that'll work with the Emma Frost too. It's like I like the updated parts, and I do like the inclusion of the blue more aspects of it. But it'll be neat to see how this will kind of work, and then having the extra head sculpt to kind of maybe upgrade my other Emma Frost or something. But yeah, looks great. Can't wait to get more of X-Men, of anything, really. And you know, I got Gambit too, so not bad. Little bit of X-Men. The next, I think this was kind of early 2025. This might have been technically okay, so this is technically, I guess, a 2023, but it's like, but they finally, I guess, put this on clearance, and I've been waiting to get my hands on this figure. This is very, very dusty. It's been on that wall for a while, if I'll be honest. But this is the NECA Elite Guard Classic Colors. A very kind of like a more deluxe kind of thing of a figure that was definitely hard to find, a Target exclusive for a while. I think I got this at Target. I can't remember where I where I finally got this. So it's like it doesn't have a price tag, so I think I just got this at Target one day, or like at some kind of store somewhere. But nice to finally have this. It's like, it always feels like, even like it's like but with the Mirage line, like even like the technically like the Foot Soldier or the Army Builders, not really the greatest to kind of like is like that they keep in circulation, I'll say. And also it's like not the most consistent when it comes to like availability, which kind of sucks, but you know, he looks great. Definitely need to get the regular Foot Soldiers at some point. I do like, of course, have the like the heavy, what's his thing? Foot Enforcer. I have both colors. I have the blue, yeah, kind of dark version, and then and then just the classic colors in the red and with the regular flesh tone. So it's good to have him. Definitely need to get 2 of the regular Foot Soldiers, and that'll probably be pretty good when it comes to Mirage line. But I still need Shredder. I don't have like the new, like the red, but he's still battle damaged. Kind of wish that they would just do a regular version at some point. Just fix that chest, man. I know y'all don't want to, but you gotta at some point. Come on, like, give us like a regular Shredder in the red. I don't need a battle damage one. I don't need a regular blue one. Just give me a regular classic color Shredder at some point, because he'll pair perfectly with these guys. And it's like, and then in that case, like, even it's like that original one. It's from like all the way back when they did the San Diego Comic-Con set. So like, please, y'all, you guys are killing me with this. So yeah, the next gonna be, and this was definitely like a little bit like in the summer, I think, of 2025, but the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 Insomniac Spider-Man Black Cat Felicia Hardy, who looks amazing. She looks kind of 1-to-1 of the actual game there. I mean, that to this, it's so freaking good, bro. It's such a great kind of like interpretation of this character, and works very well in this figure form. And honestly, looks the best out of all of these figures. It's like it makes me wish that they had done like more unique characters instead of just different suits. Because most of the suits I'm not really into. The black suit I gotta get at some point. I've just been waiting on it because it's like, I kind of know it's not really the greatest body, but it looks cool and it'll work good with Black Cat. So I gotta get that pairing up at some point. And then have the upgraded suit. I think that's specifically for Miles there. Yeah, that's a cool suit. And then the Borakua suit there. It kind of looks like the Puerto Rican flag. Is that is that right? That actually looks pretty cool in person. I just haven't gotten it. And then the Brooklyn 2099 suit also looks very good in person. Just been passing on it. I haven't been getting a lot of like random Spider-Mans or different variations, at least that much. Because I'm kind of like, it's like, I'm kind of happy with what I have now. And, you know, if I can get a different shelf and a different setup, hopefully soon, I kind of want to wait and then start to build up more. But getting, but at least for me, yeah, getting this black cat was like the priority of this whole wave, at least for me. I know that people like the suits, and I'll definitely get the black suit one next for sure, but in due time. And, you know, it's like, and you guys can kind of see, it's like, yeah, with a lot of these, like, especially if I want to do a stream, I want to do it as a pair, at least when it comes to Legends. A lot of Marvel Legends. What a surprise. A lot of Hasbro. Some NECA. Some. And some G.I. Joe, but mainly Marvel Legends. Because that's just the thing. And then next, still Hasbro. In 2025, newer. Hello. Welcome. What's your name? Cairo Lamira? What the heck? La Mama. What the heck? Cairo K La Mama. Welcome. Hello. We're talking Toys of the Year, if you've seen the title or read the thumbnail. But also picked up the new Star Wars Black Series Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. So excited to definitely do a stream of these two at some point in the future. I do also need to pick up their new Han and Chewbacca that kind of go with these guys because they are in A New Hope or Episode 4 or just Star Wars. You can call me CJ7 Golden. Well, CJ, welcome. If you don't mind if I just say CJ. Because I stutter. And I got a speaking problem half the time. So, CJ, got some Star Wars. Looking forward. Luke looks pretty good. How has your stream been going? It's been going. I've just been chatting about figures, and you can watch back if you want. I've been showing off everything that I basically got this year, kind of to end the year, because this is going to be the last live stream on the channel for this year, because like around Christmas time, I'm going out of town. So we're just yapping. We're just talking toys, but the Leia looks perfect. In my opinion, it's as close to perfect as Hasbro can really do. And then Luke looks pretty good. It's like the body wise and accessories is nice. It's just that hair and that head sculpt is never perfect for Mark Hamill. It's as close as they can get, but it's pretty good. I can maybe do something with the hair, like snipping off more, because it looks like he has like a bowl cut, but then you see on the side here, it's more kind of windswept. It's less of a bowl. It's more of like just long, straight hair, short hair, essentially. And then another Black Series figure that has been on the list for a while. And I think this is a technically, what does this say? I mean, it's kind of all covered up, so it probably won't even matter. What does it say? 2021, technically. But this was, the re-release of Asajj Ventress. I think she's a little bit brighter in the colors, and then I think there's some kind of updates to the kind of paint scheme, but it's cool. Okay, but CJ said, my phone broke. I'm not on my normal account. Okay, you're all good. I love collecting figures. Okay, awesome. BRB, okay. Yeah, but what figures do you have, CJ? Feel free to let me know. Or if you want to see any, because I have a lot, as you can see, even more so. But thank you for whoever liked. Appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. It would help. It helps a lot. I mean, because we're already at like 304 subscribers, so thank y'all for getting us to that goal. Definitely want to get to 400, maybe even 500 is the big one, you know. At least like for me. I'm like 500? Gosh, let's do it. Yeah, I will shout out to those of y'all on the shorts as well. Because I uploaded 2. It's like I finally got my shorts done. yeah, for yeah, like from the last two streams, it's like these Friday ones specifically. Yeah, that Endo series one already got over 1,000 views. Like that's crazy. And I just uploaded that shit today, like early this morning. I really appreciate it. On the support on that, I mean, it's FNAF. It's always going to have a big audience, and then especially with the movie being out more recently. And I also did want to go over the movies I saw this year as well, but I haven't gotten everything out. And it's like I have my whole like my ticket collection, so I could go through that. I have my mug, so we might do that too. So we're gonna be rambling a lot, and we're only an hour in, so I don't even know if we're gonna open anything. We're just gonna be talking toys. So hope y'all enjoy this, especially after the fact, because yeah, because I don't have no big production. I don't have no stage. I'm just in my room talking about toys and with lights and a table and my phone, just yapping. But it's what I like to do, and I will get on. But yeah, oh yeah, Asajj Ventress, cool figure. Can't wait to open her. I might just open her just by myself. Might be just something nice. And then more unique and different brand and different kind of thing. It's like a really cool figure is the Street Fighter 2 Cammy from Jada Toys. Definitely need to get Guile and possibly DJ. I think I might as well get DJ because I've seen them all these three together. So I guess that's like the official third wave. In some case, but it seems like it's like that they're more kind of like more online now. But she's been on the wall up there at the top, as y'all have seen. But she looks great. I can't wait to open this. It's like, yeah, getting her and Guile is like my main pair that I gotta get, but also need to get my third. It's probably gonna be DJ because I have most of the ones because I have Ryu, I have Ken, I have Chun-Li, I have the Dalsim, and the Fei Long figure, and then also M. Bison as well. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 17 of all of them. So I got like 6 of them so far. Well, 2, 4, 6, yes. And then also, yeah, including this is like, so that's 7. So only 10 more to go. So I might just get all of them. And you know, it's like how they've announced yeah, the new the Street Fighter movie. So something to look forward to and something more to just open. And then to complete a wave of these and then just be good. I mean, I'll be set. I don't really need that many other like but Street Fighter 2 characters. There might be like, there might be like 2 or 3, yeah, that are from like the other games, yeah, that I'm familiar with. It's like, then I'm like, all right, maybe I'll just pick them up, but we'll see. But mainly when it comes to Street Fighter, it's Street Fighter 2. And they look great. And I love this packaging. And yeah. And I know that a lot of people do probably prefer like the Storm collectibles. That's their thing. But I'm just good with Jada. It works. It works. And they look good. It's how I think of them. And then another one. Oh, yeah. And then this one was fun to actually find. Yeah. And a surprise to get my hands on. Because I think this was even... Was this technically 2024? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because this was technically like a 2024 release, but didn't make it to my side of the woods until this year. It's like it was him and Commander Cody. Yeah, that didn't come out until like finally just now. But Kit Fisto in the Revenge of the Sith. Oh, kind of set up here, but looks great. Can't wait to open this Kit Fisto. He just looks so freaking badass, bro. Definitely like the episode 3 where he's more like calm, cool, and collected a bit. But of course, you have the more actiony, and he's showing those, yeah, but showing those gnarly teeth. But he looks cool. Can't wait to open up this guy, and definitely need to get trying to remember who else they have. I know they have like a few other Jedi, yeah, that are coming out in this bubble again. I know they have a Count Dooku, but I already have the old Dooku, so I'm like, I'm good, and haven't seen it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. The Commander Cody's great, a good upgrade, kind of a needed. And then trying to remember who else is going to be in these Revenge of the Sith Black Series waves. I guess it's not really Black Series. No, it is Black Series. It says right there. So I don't know, but definitely want to see more of these. Do more re-releases, or do more upgrades of older figures, or just bring out new figures from Revenge of the Sith. You know, it would be pretty cool. But yeah, oh yeah, and I also think that they also announced like Grievous's like his guards or something in this, or like some kind of like clone trooper or something. They have army builders too, but this looks great. Love Kit Fisto. And then the last thing that is not unboxed yet is our Titan Heroes series Fantastic Four Galactus. A figure that has been kind of a little more infamous now within the Legends community, because it works just pretty well when it comes to the Marvel Legends versions. So it's like he's not huge. It's like, yes, he's big. He's like a 12-inch figure, but it's like he's not too big to not fit in most of your standard collections, and especially if you have the space for him, like I kind of planned on hopefully having. So yeah, Galactus looks great. I did have to return my first one I had because his paint was missing on his face. He had like a big, like a blotch there, missing there. But I finally went back to Target and freaking got this exchanged. So yeah. And this guy might even need like a good paint job, do something on him. But yeah, but can't wait to finally get this open. He might even, and if we, and if any of y'all do want to see anything being opened tonight, if anything, chances are, might be this guy. I'm kind of feeling it, but we might wait. We might wait till Christmas, at least for me. But yeah, that's basically most of what we've gotten. I know it's like I will shout out the Total Anime the Chainsaw Man. He's there. He looks great. He's just not in the top 10, and I just didn't want to grab him. So, oh well. And then the Minecraft level Steve. He's right there. He's great. He kind of started the whole like the shorts thing of showing off figures after the fact, and was living off of the Minecraft movie hype. So he's great. Not perfect, but still good. And they need to make like these Minecraft figures more accessible and kind of control that aftermarket, because those prices are jacking up, bro. What the hey? And then I'm trying to think of what else. We did have the Secret Wars whole wave. That was cool. I think I barely just got their new their Captain America. Which looks great in that bright blue, with the chainmail and everything, and with the smiling head. Love it. But I know that there's like that Gamerverse, and he looks really cool. And with that blue Venom too. Like, not a bad look for Venom, but not the preferred, but might be something interesting to get at some point. And then also has like the smooth kind of torso there compared to this one that has the scale armor. And then also the Secret Wars black suit Spider-Man, great figure on the amazing fantasy body. It just works so well, and I'm looking at it. He looks great. I just didn't want to move them either because they just look so good in their things. And then other little things, I guess. Okay, one thing I do, well, we'll do that later when we get into like top 10 figures and stuff. So yeah, on an hour about here talking about toys and you seeing me, but I think it's time that we actually get into the list and kind of just go through everything. And then also it's like, oh yeah, I also do need to show off some other toys that I did also get just yesterday. Because my folks were like, you know what? Here's an early Christmas present. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool. So, yeah, but we're going to switch over our camera, do our thing, talk toys, get our hands on them, and have fun. Excuse me. All right. As you can see, not really anything on here still. Just kind of doing our thing. Gonna get lighting fixed up back here. There we go. Hopefully that looks all right and not awful. Okay. First, let me make sure this thing is working. It is. Okay, so first, I do want to show off the thing that I got from my parents. Shout out to Mom and Pop for picking these up and thinking that these were pretty interesting. But they had gotten, like, and you know, it's Christmas time anyway. So they had gotten an ornament set, and it included Iron Man. Get him there. We got Black Panther with a little scarf. Iron Man doesn't have anything. Doesn't have any Christmas motifs here, which is kind of weird as, like, you know, like as a Christmas ornament that you don't have anything for Iron Man, who's like kind of like top tier Marvel character these days, but Bro's is there, I guess. It's not really a priority, I guess, for them to make Iron Man Christmassy, even though they could like just put a Christmas hat on him. And then it's like, and these are kind of like going by ranked anyways of what's my favorite. And then you have the Captain America, who looks pretty good. I do like him being on a present and then having a scarf there around him. So pretty cool. Kind of more of the Ultimate Cap because he doesn't have like the actual, like the air wings, or that's more, I guess, kind of like comic MCU-ish kind of style thing. And then here you got Thor. We'll bring Thor over here and Cap over here. But Thor's pretty cool. I like him having his Mjolnir all wrapped up, all gift wrapped. And then Thor just by himself, kind of looking to the side. But this actually kind of reminds me of the... Oh, I gotta be careful. I don't want to break this. But this does remind me of the... like if y'all know, the old, the Superhero Squad, Thor. Because they had a version kind of like this. It's like, but where he had the beard. It had this kind of pose to him. So I kind of vibe with it, and I do like just the one subtle thing. But it very much sticks out and works for what Thor does. And then this one, okay. Of course, he's one of my favorites. Is gonna always be. It's never gonna change, but do have the Spider-Man there, who doesn't want to stay still. But there he is in all his Spider-Man glory, and just the regular suit doing his Spider-Man kind of jumping thing, but he has the Santa hat on, so adds a little bit more personality, but looks great, looks amazing. Yeah, it's probably like the best like actual like ornament on there because he'll stick out really well and it'll look great on the shelf. It's like it does suck that he doesn't really stand up like the rest. It's like, because it's like, I guess they were like, all right, he's gonna be on a tree, so it doesn't really matter that much, but it kind of does for someone like me. And then it's like, and then my absolute favorite of this whole box set for sure is this Groot. as a Christmas tree. He's got the lights, he's got the star on the head, and they're all like wrapped around, and these are actual like a miniature little, yeah, little plastic light pieces and actual like yarn there, but it's all like glued on so it stays secure. So really, really cool. Really nice little Groot figure there. Really, really cool. Definitely need to kind of like put this on the tree or even have this like as its own kind of thing to be out. So really cool. Cool little Marvel ornament set. Definitely recommend if y'all are huge on Marvel figures and just want to have something on your Christmas tree. Definitely recommend it. Okay. So best one, of course, was Groot. Second is, of course, Spider-Man, because it's Spider-Man. Even with just the hat, it's like he just looks amazing. Then Thor, because I just like just the subtle little thing of just the present. I think it's very smart. And then Cap, it's just good old Cap. He's always cool, has the present at least, and has the scarf, so pretty all right. They're a different pose too, a very unique pose. And then Black Panther, second to last. It's just, it's like, all right, it's like this is MCU, yeah, Black Panther, but with a yellow scarf. I don't know why they wouldn't do like purple or something, but I guess yellow just works. And then of course the last is Iron Man. Of course, it's like of course, mainly because he doesn't have anything Christmas or holiday related really going on with him. He's like just the most normal of all of these. So it's like, okay, I guess I get why they do that to have something normal, but like not even like a hat or nothing, like no like snowflakes or I don't know, something. Or maybe like his suit like Santa colors, like do like the white and red and have like a beard or something. I don't know what they could have done, but they could have done something. Or make like the arc reactor of like a snowflake. I guess that would be like the easiest thing to do. But they didn't do nothing. He's just Iron Man. So kind of whatever, bro. Alrighty. But I think we'll finally get into my top 10 figures of the year. I want to make sure I got my list correct. That's kind of the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so I got 14. Might want to get 15 more. Whoa. Who do I want to show off? Who's number 15? Probably the. Would it be? We might just grab. Oh, I do. Well, I don't think. No. She's not a 2025. She's a 2024. What the hey? Oh, yeah, I do have this giant thing. Hold up. Let me see. $2024. Okay, so yeah, I'm correct in assuming so. Alrighty. Here's I'll get one more figure just to have something different. Oh, that is true. Okay. We'll grab this figure. All right, so first figure of the year that we're going to show off, and this is a figure that did come out this year. Okay, so I will say I will reiterate. Yeah, for my rules of my top figures of 2025, either I got them in 2025, bought them, but they released before, like in like certain years, and I don't really mind, going back a year or two and kind of catching up and kind of counting that. at least for mine. And yeah, and then like ones that have been back before, but have been kind of like ones I've needed for a while. Like those, I've been like, so like ready to get. And then I finally got them in the year 2025. Okay. I guess just basically, yeah, the figures that I've opened up this year mainly have been on stream, and all have not all technically come out in 2025, but I have them in 2025, and then also ones that actually have come out and ones that I got in 2025 are here on this list, if that makes sense. So basically the ones that I bought this year, essentially, and opened on the stream, at least. I think is there one? No, I've done a video of all of these. So, makes sense. Who the heck did I did grab you. Okay. So our first figure that we'll show off here for the stream, our number 15, is the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon collection Shredder. We'll just say a great figure. Yeah, definitely like a major upgrade like that has been needed for a while for Shredder. We'll say still has that NECA, like that stiffness in there, and also I will say it is very easy on this to pop off the little crown thing. I kind of wish that wasn't that hard as it usually is, but he still looks great. I think the proportions, the whole kind of like the styling and the setup of him is definitely more towards the actual cartoon. I don't think it's 100% perfect, but it's way better. It's just it's so good looking. It just looks so cool, and it's just been needed. He has the sword and everything, so yeah, very nice. So yeah, number 15, cartoon or NECA cartoon Shredder, and then number 14, a figure that has been needed for a while. I don't think, yeah, he definitely came out, I think definitely earlier than 2025. I believe so, but has been a figure that has been on my list for a while and is my main display for this character. But even still, there's like other figures I just like more or can appreciate. And then also, I am kind of like going more towards ones that did release in 2025 a bit more, besides like one or two like other figures that are in the top 5 or in the actual top 10, but yeah, have the Mezco Toys Golden Age Batman. I think this is their specifically, they call the Caped Crusader version. I have his regular head on there, so where he has the big freaking chin going on there, but you know, been a Batman that I've needed for a while, kind of the perfect one, yeah, that I've needed in this style. I definitely just need just a different head sculpt, because this is what I think about, yeah, when I think of like my Justice League Batman, usually in the all black, because I think about like the original, like the animated series, and he was kind of all black there, but had the longer ears. But even still, I kind of prefer the short ears, but I just want just a different kind of jawline kind of setup, because this is still very Golden Age, and I hate this camera right now because it keeps focusing on the wrong thing and keeps blowing out this freaking camera. But this Batman's amazing. Is a great pairing with Robin and Joker and everything of the Golden Age, and looks great with Superman as well, and with Robin especially. It's just like, God, that Robin's so freaking good. It was a great figure, probably the best one of the year, if I'll be honest. Well, of last year. Okay, and then this figure, okay, kind of, it's kind of unofficially like my actual favorite figure of the year, but he didn't come out in 2025, so kind of went down the ranking. Do I even want to like? It's just so fucking good. It's just an amazing figure. It's like, okay, I will say it's like this isn't really like the my mind's eye of official. I don't think there's, I don't know. I know that there are some that are definitely like my favorites of the year. This one might be up there and I keep forgetting about it, and it just looks amazing. I just have to just appreciate it from afar. Okay, but we'll just go ahead and get them out here. Have the SH Figuarts Godzilla 1962? 65? 67? I forget. The Godzilla versus Gigan version. The Showa. A very specific look and era, but is honestly one of SH, but Monster Arts, but one of their best Godzilla figures really out there. They haven't really done that much really great stuff with the brand as of most recently. I think this has kind of brought them back a little bit and kind of been like, you should be doing more Showa stuff. You should finally be getting invested in that kind of era, in that kind of like time of Godzilla and kaiju in general. Because it's crazy that there's not really that much like big kind of like Showa like representation when it comes to like fully articulated figures. Because of course we have plenty like a Heisei figures, because I think that was like probably, I guess, I don't know if that was like the most like, I guess, popular era of Godzilla, technically, the Heisei era, because that shit was all wild and wacky, but amazing. But then it's like, and then you also get a lot of the more modern movies, which makes sense because branding and marketing and business, and then still some early 2000s, but you don't really get a lot of Showa. You get some, it's like specifically with the NECA and some of like the figure arts, but mainly with just Godzilla. But man, this Godzilla looks so fucking amazing, y'all. Y'all can't understand how amazing it was to finally get my hands on this figure. And it feels so like solid. I don't feel really too worried about stuff. It's like the main thing is really with the tail, but that's just because of just gravity and just sheer weight. But you know, but overall, it looks so freaking good, bro. He's drawing it all slacked on you, but you can close up the mouth still a fair bit, but he looks so freaking good, y'all. I'm gonna get his tail a little more subdued, but there he is. If I can. Okay, there he is. Godzilla. He's there. He looks amazing. What a fantastic figure. The next, a figure that actually does look, I would say, amazing, and a figure that has been needed for this kind of design of this character, but one, that I do have a major problem with, and I haven't fixed it, is the G.I. Joe retro carded Cobra Commander. I think he looks actually pretty great. I think this is also the same figure, technically, I think, from the His Tank, but it just works so well, and they've executed, especially with the helmet, nearly perfectly in every way. it's like with mine, of course, if y'all can see, I do have some bubbling going on there. So that kind of sucks there for me. I do have a giant fingerprint there as well. But in any case, I love the whole look of this figure. I think it looks amazing, despite the fact that this knife sheath does not want to stay on. But you know, these look so freaking cool. I love this retro wave of Joe. It also reminds me, I still got Roadblock. I gotta open him at some point. Like, what the hey? He's a fantastic figure. He's a great character. So, but yeah, but nice to have my mind's eye of my mind's eye of Cobra Commander finally on the shelf. And he looks great. Next, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is our number 11 thing here, but kind of finally getting into the Legends, getting more into actual Marvel territory, because there's a bit, but there's not a whole lot, but there's some. Okay. And he's supposed to kind of like represent, I kind of like the whole wave of figures and this whole line of figures, except for one, which is actually kind of better than the rest. But we'll get to that one later. But this is the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps Johnny Storm. Probably my favorite of the ones. And this is of course the regular the Johnny Storm version. And I gave him the actual like the Human Torch kind of hand and wrist flame and hand effects there, just because I think he looks kind of 10 times better in this kind of look. It's like I know kind of like in the face it's probably not perfect, but I just love this whole setup and this whole look. And it's like, and I will say it's like they did a great job of doing the rest of the figures in this wave, having like I will say it's like the actual like Invisible Woman, yes, Sue Storm, Vanessa Kirby. She looks like 1-to-1 perfect. It just looks like her. And then even when it comes to Pedro Pascal, like as Mr. Fantastic, it's like that figure looks exactly like him too. It just looks like Pedro Pascal, so that's a great upgrade. And then it's like I will say, the Thing figure, he's all right. He's probably he's probably my least favorite, to be honest. But he's still a cool figure. He looks great, and it's like I am looking forward to them hopefully making a fully suited, like up version of Ben, because it would be nice. And then also, the Silver Surfer in this wave 2 is amazing. Looks great. So represents the line well. And we still have one more to look at. So I won't mention Human Torch that much because he's there. He's in the top 5, top 10, if I will say. Don't want to spoil too much of which part he is, but he's in there. So yeah. Great figures, great wave, great Johnny Storm. Really, really cool. I guess we'll put all these guys their own row, because these are our extras, our non-top 10 actual figures of the year, because we're doing our, I guess, top 15 anyways, because I got so many figures, so why not? All right. So first, number 10 is the SH Figuarts Son Goku. I think it's not Saiyan Raised on Earth. This is this is kind of like that Saiyan Saga, I think, era. What is it called? The lowest born Saiyan? What the heck? Hold on. the lowest born Saiyan, which is a weird thing to call this. There's his box. But a great figure. I love the look of this Goku. I know that they've already announced like a newer Goku body and also a new regular Goku and also a new like a Super Saiyan Goku as well. But even still, this one has like impressed me so much. I love this head sculpt. I love the more classic kind of hairstyle and still having like the more classic gi and like how it's all kind of a little bit more darker, but still very obvious and still very cool for Goku. So he looks great. Love this figure. It just looks so good and nice to finally have. I think that this is definitely like the, at least for me, it's like, at least for now, it's like the definitive Goku figure. Me personally. I just think it looks as good as it does. So pretty nice. All right, then number 9 is the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Darth Maul from the Phantom Menace 3-pack. So where that was Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and this Darth Maul, which is a brand new sculpt from head to toe. I did swap out, I think I did swap out the heads for different versions, I believe. But this one looks pretty good. I like having the teeth shown on there, but I've had him displayed with his whole cloak on, as you can see. I think it just is an iconic look for Maul, at least for me. It's like I really liked how he was revealed, even if we don't really see it too much here, because he was more kind of like covered up there, but it's kind of hard with this cloak here. But this whole new figure is just amazing. I think it looks so freaking cool and just works so well for what they're doing here with these newer Black Series figures. And it's also nice that they like gave him like multiple releases like right away. Like you have a single version that doesn't have the cloak. Yeah, of course you have this 3-pack version with the cloak, and then you have, I think it's the Hasbro Pulse exclusive, kind of like their PulseCon little exclusive, or even like a Comic-Con, or even like a Comic-Con, I think, exclusive thing, which was yeah, this new one, but he's on a little like his speeder that he had on Tatooine during that time period. Can this freaking thing? There we go. That's how I want it, without the horn showing, because that's how he's kind of showed off. But he looks great, and it also moves great, and it's just a cool ass figure. It's nice to finally have a very good a Darth Maul in the Star Wars collection. Then number 8 is just a very fun figure, very unique. Not the best in the world, but pretty good. Have the NECA trigger, the Ben Cooper Trigger Treater line, Godzilla. So where, this is a little kid wearing a Ben Cooper Godzilla costume from back in the day. Has a little trick-or-treat bag, has the mask with the flames, and then you see the kid doing it. He has some blue paint rubbing off on his hair. I don't know. He's been messing with, but it's coming off anyways. But this figure looks pretty cool. I do like these like these classic, like these Ben Cooper kind of costumes, kind of like on figures, on kids. I think it just works so well. It's great for display and for pictures and for Halloween. And you know what's another Godzilla? I can't help myself. Specifically with Godzilla stuff, merch like this. I mean, there's gotta be a Godzilla like, per thing. There's gotta. All right. Number 7. Is a figure that I've been needing for a long time. And finally, so glad like that Mezco like actually finally pulled the trigger and actually did it to go with all their other Golden Age Batman stuff. Let me get this dude. All right. Have the Golden Age. Yeah, the Mezco Toys, the Golden Age Joker. There, as you can see, his thing doesn't want to freaking be murderous. You kind of see what's going on there. He's the Joker, baby. He's got that wicked smile. He's got that classic purple suit with the green. Yeah, kind of like with the dress shirt under there, and with the kind of like the old-fashioned tie setup. And I gave him, the crowbar because of, Robin, Jason, Red Hood in the future, but because of these trauma and events. But a great figure. It's like with some little downsides, mainly with not having an actual gun, which is weird that they wouldn't do that, because that's definitely like this Golden Age version. Joker probably definitely had some guns still. Well, still my main display Joker. Still a great figure. And just a lot of fun. A lot of fun to be had with this Joker. And done plenty of pictures. I mean, he's probably like the figure that I've probably done the most pictures of on this table. At least so far. Well, yeah, for sure. Because I haven't really taken pictures like of any of these other ones. But Joker I've done like 4 or 5 different pictures of already. So, yeah. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. I'm going to get you sticking out more. Get you moving over a little bit more. Yeah. All right. So the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so number 6 is actually a pair of figures and kind of basically the whole set, but mainly one. Okay, I will say, and this is probably bias because this was our latest thing that we have opened here on the channel and on the live stream. If only these things would have freaking stayed, bro. Dudes and dudettes. If only this thing would stay together. Show it off one more time is the Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. What the freaking... Yeah, the Cloud City battle between Vader and Luke on Cloud City. Damn, these things just don't want to work. And this thing is like all freaking warped now. But oh well. But with this little setup here, including the pairing of the Luke, if I can get him. Don't do me like this, Joker. You're not even really that much of a threat. Oh my God. Commander Cody. Well, Cobra Commander. He's not Commander Cody. What am I saying? But there's Luke And there is Vader, who I will say is probably like the one like pretty major highlight of this set for me. Luke, what are you doing? Luke the Duke. What are you doing, bro? But there they are. As a set, looking amazing. I love the Luke. I love my beat up Luke. I think they actually pretty much nailed like the actual like the body and the proportions and everything that's going on here. The actual details. It's just with that head sculpt, it's always a little off, but it works for Mark Hamill. Here's a little bit more tattered, a little bit more crazy, but I just don't know if it's really that matted still. Like yeah, like how they even show like the Tatooine Luke. But this Vader, my favorite Vader that they've ever made for sure. I love the Empire Strikes Back design of Vader. Kind of, I think that was kind of like peak Vader there, and then with this, with having the the wired cape here, and then with some more, I think, upgrades here, especially when it comes to the head and neck articulation. Very, very nice. So, and then, of course, having this entire little scene, like this little place, so where, you know, you can take off this, and they're like cut in half, and you can have Luke, and you can have like a Luke and Vader on there to recreate all the scenes that happen. So very, very nice. Very cool. I'm gonna move this. We don't want to take up too much space. Okay. That works there. If it'll out, there we go. Out a bit. Down. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I should keep that. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put Jack Quaid over here. Cobra Commander there. Because then we will put the Vader for sure over here. He just about doesn't make it to the top 5. But we'll also throw Luke in there because Luke is pretty good. So kind of like like a dual top 5. But I guess if you want to say this is, if that's, yeah. So Vader would be 7, and then Luke. Well, Luke would be 7, and then Vader would be 6 for sure. Because I definitely prefer the Vader over the Luke, but I think the Luke is still pretty good. I think it's still one of my favorite figures of the year because they just work so well together. And they look great, so yeah. Really, really nice. All right. So now, time for the top 5. We're halfway through our top 10, and I will have to make room for this dude. Because this guy is humongous, and as y'all saw on the thumbnail, because I did show off my top 5 on the thumbnail, spoiler, but you know, you need to do your thing. You need to get them clicks, I guess, if you want to watch the thing that you want to watch, instead of just all clickbait shit. But genuinely, this is one of my favorite figures, that I got in this year. I think it is technically a 2024 figure, but I got it in 2025 for my freaking birthday, bro. Just so excited. And just like, it's like, I feel like that they executed this super well, like almost to a T, is the Super 7 Ultimate Godzilla -1 figure. He was humongous. A humongous freaking figure. Looks amazing. I mean, of course, he's not as big as like the Hero Studios Galactus, who is literally 12 inches tall. But this figure stands about like nearly like perfectly half. Like he might even be like, he might be even like 2/3. He's probably like a 7 or 8 inch, maybe even 9 inch figure. But he looks so freaking good, bro. I feel like a majority of the sculpt is there, the paint is there, and even so, I will say the articulation of what they have here, even though it's not really super dynamic, yeah, like the most like range, it still looks dynamic. It looks great. It has a kind of a little kind of kind of like seams going on there, especially it's like because mainly it's just the joints there, so the shoulder, the elbow, and then the actual leg there kind of are the only pieces that really stick out. The rest of it just look perfect. And then with the head sculpts, and then especially with this one was fun to do because we did like that video. I did that tutorial on how to switch up like how to like fix the dorsal fins on this figure, and then also to put on the tail by heating it up with a hair dryer, because that's just my go-to. I know a lot of people like to do the water method, but I like doing like the hair dryer because it's just been easier for me. I just use it more consistently, but I've done the other one before. All right, so Godzilla is kind of taking over the space for a bit. So he's a lot right now, but it's the king. I don't think I can complain too much about this being in my top 5. Well, being the number 5. Because now, number 4, we have the Mezco Toys Red Hood. A really, really badass figure, if I do say so myself. I think he works very well with this kind of setup and with just everything it's like all the details on this figure makes it feel like a perfect Mezco figure. I think that this is kind of like the Red Hood figure to have in your DC collection. If you could only choose one and money didn't matter, it's this one. You get this one no matter what, because it looks great. It feels great. It's not wearing off really too much. It's not really that bad at all. Yeah, when it comes to like the wear and tear, it's pretty good. So it's just awesome. It's just nice. And it looks so okay. And I have to reiterate this. The helmet, it's just perfect. It's just so good. I don't know why his sleeve thing is like all the way down. Maybe that's why he looks kind of a little weird, but I don't know. But yeah, there is our Red Skull. I still wish, that they had this logo like removable though. Yeah, that's like my one big thing. I'm like, please, why not make this removable? Because he went a long time without having this. I know it's the whole Bat Family thing, but I'm like, bro, we can do something different. Like for real. I think I'll move this guy a little over though. Get Red Hood next to that over there. This is a lot. A lot going on. And sorry about the crappy camera work. This phone just don't like to focus, but I will do my best. Making this be as good as it can be. Can I guess I can really just like do this, put them to the side a bit more. That's all right. I'm pretty cool figures. Is this straight? I hope this is straight. Okay. Number 3 is the Jazzwares Endo Series of Freddy of Fazbear. I gotta say, this has really impressed me. It's a lot of fun. It really delivers on what it's literally saying there, you know, on the packaging. Yeah, basically being like, you basically got 3 figures in one. It's like you have the one figure, you know, here when it comes to Freddy, and then as you kind of get going, it's like having just the Endo figure underneath this is amazing, and it feels great. It works well. And then having this whole kind of shell piece to kind of help make make the classic Freddy is very nice, and then having the other parts to make the withered Freddy is super cool and was a lot of fun. And I even took like him in his withered form with me to the theater because, you know, you had to. You gotta do it. It's a good bit. And he looks great. And this is like the best, like that, yeah, I think that we have gotten of these figures. I think it's like, it's so cool. It's just so awesome. And then number 2, one of my favorite figures, of course, of the year, and an amazing just a look and design. Okay, hold on. Before we get to our, okay. Hold on. Okay, so we'll still do him. Okay, so my number 2, and did mention him before, a little bit ago, at number, what was it? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Yeah, from number 11, have the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps Human Torch. Probably, I will say, one of my favorite figures. Probably, it's like for sure my favorite Marvel Legends of the year. I think this figure looks amazing. I love the whole look and design that they went with this. It's like, it's still very close to the comic book look. It's like, but this one I took off the little flame effects because I usually have him where he's doing this, so where he's like flying in the air, and he just looks amazing. I love that they included like the black lines onto the face, like in the comic, and even onto the body at some parts, just to give him more detail there and to see more of the costume. I think, okay, and yeah, and I will say, and I do think that this figure looks better than how he looks in the movie. I think that this is kind of like the perfect, like the representation of what they could have done in the movie, but didn't really do too much. I understand being realistic with these figures and with these, being more realistic is like, yeah, when it comes to like showing these powers and, yeah, again, how the movies do them and how they actually look in real life, so getting them to be believable. But I feel like they could have gone more. I feel like they could have done maybe a little bit better, be a bit more exaggerated when it comes to to a full on like a Human Torch, because I feel like this figure just represents it so perfectly. It just looks so goddamn good. If I'll be frank, it just looks spectacular. This is the best Marvel Legends of the year, hands down, in my opinion. And now, our final figure, our number one. Okay, wait. I will mention some honorable mentions because I did forget about one or two earlier, I'll be honest. But I did want to shout out, at least, I know, I'm usually not a big fan of McFarlane, but at least one that's been good is the Superman robot figure. He's just too big. That's like always my main complaint, but overall, feels great, looks great, love it. Just should have included different stickers, or, you know, have a different variation that had a different thing, because now I have, it's like, because I bought a sticker set online, so now I got a number 4 and a number 12 of the Superman figure, so pretty cool. But anything else? Any other honorable mentions? I think it was mainly just that one. Cap is great. You've seen Cap. I'm not gonna grab him down. He's not top tier. Yeah, I'm good. But yeah, so number 1 is the Playmates TMNT X Godzilla Leonardo as Godzilla figure. I adore this immensely. This is a figure that has been executed with such perfection and precision. I don't know why I myself have never really thought about this idea, but it just works. And this is like the best one. It's like they have a Raphael, of course, as Rodan, as Fire Rodan specifically, because, you know, hothead, whatever. But Rodan looks great. And then, of course, they did Michelangelo as King Ghidorah, which is, to me at least, kind of weird. I'm like, why that? It's a weird choice, but I guess it's just iconic look, and he looks good. He looks fine. And then you also have Donatello as Jet Jaguar, but we haven't gotten a figure of him yet. Need that for sure. Can't wait to see what other kind of like crossover of TMNT Godzilla looks and designs that there's that there could possibly be. But yeah, but this gives me like total like older Trendmaster kind of Godzilla era toys, very exaggerated, very kind of like cartoonish, but still has a good style and has its own feel of it, and it's like is there to have fun and to mess with and to enjoy as a toy, but also as a little collector's thing, because it's super well done. I just love it. It's just so cool having, you know, the little dorsal plates, and how like this is, I guess, it's like the Godzilla design, I guess, specifically is based off of like the Hanna-Barbera like cartoon from back in the day, because that's why it has those stars and this kind of color scheme and kind of, I guess, kind of like sculpt. But he has teeth there, but I guess, I don't know. But overall, just absolutely fantastic. A great set of figures. an amazing year, I think, for toys in general. Even though already it's like within this year and also next year, stuff is getting more expensive. Even though it's like besides all that stuff, we still have a lot of these hobbies and have super cool figures to mess with throughout the year. Whether they came out this year, years ago, last year, whatever, it's just so cool to still be able to have like new, unique figures and things you never really thought that could ever be made. And that's why this guy's my number one. It's all about having a imagination and having fun with these figures and trying to, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's like just trying to capture the funness of a toy while also, I think, appealing to like, it's like, I guess kind of like, it's like my specific mindset of like nostalgia and kind of branding and all that. And when it comes to that, so yeah. Cool ass figures. Great fucking toys. So, and I'll just reiterate. Number one is the Playmates Godzilla X TMNT Godzilla. Yes, Leonardo as Godzilla. Number two is the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps Human Torch. I love this. They should have done this in the movie instead of what we really got, but it was okay. Number three, Endo series, Freddy Fazbear. Great. Love this. Keep doing this. Need to get the rest. It's on the Christmas list. You know the thing. Red Hood, Mezco. A great interpretation of Red Hood and a great version of him in a specific comic run, even though it is like their own kind of Mezco-fied. He's a bit more beefier, but I still wish that they would have taken off like the little thing, like have that as like a magnetized kind of piece to have him without it or not, but I get why it's on there. It's a very, I think, more specific look for him, but I'm just like he don't need no Bat logo. He can work by his own. He don't need the Bat family, me personally. And then number five, of course, the Super 7 -1 Godzilla, just a behemoth and just a beautiful figure. So good. Number six back here is the pairing of Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker in the Star Wars Black Series Empire Strikes Back battle scene. 2 packs of where that comes with a whole like a diorama piece of them outside in Cloud City, specifically at the part where Vader cuts off Luke's hand. You know, that scene. So pretty cool. Number 7 is the Mezco Toys Joker, who is freaking blowing out my camera. But he's there. He's great. Needed a classic Joker for a long time, so it's nice to finally get one. What'd I just say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the NECA Ben Cooper Halloween costume Godzilla figure. So pretty awesome. I love this older nostalgia kind of like thing here while also having like cool little trick-or-treater kind of figures. So really nice. And then behind Freddy, we have the Star Wars Black Series Darth Maul, specifically from the Phantom Menace 3-pack that came with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi from that first movie as well. A great figure. It's kind of it's not really that hard, I guess, to find now, but specifically with the cloak is kind of a little difficult. But a great figure, a needed upgrade, and looks amazing with the with a shirtless Maul head from the book kind of comic series, and then have the SH Figure Arts Son Goku, lowest. What's his thing? Lowest born Saiyan? Lowest born Saiyan. And he's number 10. So that's insane that this Goku made it. But he's great. I know that there's like other updated Gokus that they have planned on in the future, but for me right now, this is my Goku. This is what I've been waiting for to get for a Goku. So it looks great. And then number 11 back there, as we mentioned before, just Johnny Storm. Just doing his thing, just looking cool. Has the awesome effects here that came from this Human Torch because he doesn't have the arm things and has the open hands, so it's different. So he looks great, and all of those figures in that wave honestly look fantastic, if I might say so. And then back here, kind of hard to see, despite some kind of like major problems. It's like yeah, with the actual like the helmet for mine when it comes to it being made, but which you can barely even really notice, so I'm not really too concerned about it. But the Cobra Commander from the retro G.I. Joe 6-inch wave, he looks amazing. Is a figure that I've been needing to get on, yeah, to get my hands on. So he's really, really cool. Just super nice. And then at number 13, so he's 13. Well, yeah, 13, yeah. 11, 12. Yeah, so 13 is the SH Figuarts Godzilla figure from Godzilla vs. Gigan. A figure that has been on my list for years, ever since they announced this freaking thing. I've been needing it, and it's so nice to finally have this in my collection. It's honestly a grail in the collection. And I know it's like I hype up a lot of these figures, but I don't have them very high. But you know, it's just different. It's just what I'm feeling right now. And then number 14, next to him is the Golden Age Caped Crusader Batman, who is basically my main display Batman, who is with my Justice League in there. I just, yeah, I definitely just need like a different kind of like a head sculpt, because at least for me, it just doesn't really work that well for what I'm going for with my Justice League. So where they're still classic, but I just like a different look for Bruce without the, you know, humongous chin, if I will just say it bluntly. And then number 15 is the NECA cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection Shredder, the Ultimate Shredder, a major updated that's been needed for a while. Super good, looks great, has great accessories, is a little finicky at times, and very annoying. Yeah, that the actual like that crown piece that's on his helmet kind of comes off a little too easily because they're swappable. So that is your major downside, but it's like it looks is a league's better. I don't think it's like perfectly like one-to-one to the cartoon, but I think that this is like the very closest that we're ever probably going to get anytime soon. And it looks great anyway, so why complain? So yeah, a great setup here of figures that are just a ton of fun. So yeah, I think I might call this good for the stream. So sorry for not actually opening anything, but this wasn't a unboxing. This was just a regular live stream. If this thing can freaking work, can you do your job? Get up there. So yeah, looks great. Great figures. A great year for toys, and just a fun time to do our thing and just talk toys. Another year has come by and gone again like a flash in the pan. So yeah, trying to think of what else to say. subscribe, like this video, comment what you want to see here on the channel. I always appreciate any kind of word of advice or anything, or any thoughts that y'all have, or if you point out my typos, like how I had today with my Fazbear short. I didn't realize I kept on spelling it as Fazbear. I don't know why my phone just automatically started doing that, but it did, because I just trusted it. I was like, all right, okay, it's Fazbear. This freaking thing. Johnny, freaking, bro, can you just not? Can you be chill, bro? All right. Luke, how do you look? Luke looks good. Get Cobra Commander in there a bit more. Fill it in, you're good. Johnny. In there, we're gonna get Vader in here. Even if he takes up a bit of room. We get him in here first, and then get Johnny Storm in here. There we go. And then we can get all of these guys over here, if they don't destroy everything in their sight, in their path. Okay. Move FNAF Man. Get Batman, we'll get Shredder. Move them all a bit. Over. Gives Goku a bit more room to stick out, and gives our... We gotta get our Godzilla. He's at least gotta take up like that much space, if I'll be honest. Alright, get behind the bear. You get over here. Yeah, so Mole is kind of disappearing in the shadows, but we can get him a little bit more. Maybe we can get Freddy a bit more. No more. Looking over there. Still coming in just a little bit more. There we go. There is our setup. Hope y'all have enjoyed. This has been a lot of fun. Just yapping and being on the live stream a bit more, because I was on for about an hour. So yeah. Well, at least on camera, I mean. But it was cool hanging with y'all who were here on the stream, and then hopefully y'all enjoyed my thoughts on these figures, on these toys, and everything that I've shown off, and we'll just see what happens in the new year. I should hopefully be having, I should be starting to work on getting videos done to get at least a video, maybe two, while I'm out of town. Some point, just gotta see. So yeah. Anything else? Check out the Instagram. Got new pics coming up hopefully soon. Check out the shorts. Those have been banging. Thank you. Thank you for 300 subscribers this year. What the fuck? Appreciate it. I mean, I think we hit like over like 200 and then we went to like 300. So thank you. Hopefully let's get to 400. Hopefully 500 one day would be insane. Anything else? Check out previous videos and reviews. Put work into them. It takes me a long time because I procrastinate and I'm an idiot, but it's fun. So yeah, hope y'all have enjoyed. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. I will see y'all in January. Goodbye. Back going.